Welcome, Germany. Nice to meet you. What will you tell us tomorrow?
Whatever you want to know.
Yeah.
Question and answer thing.
Yeah,
I
you have a plan to tell the people something about your grandfather, and
well,
the heart of the story will be.
Well, my goal is that majority of the people in the audience come for a reason, so I need to know what their reason is to come. So I ask questions.
Okay.
And that's how the theme goes.
Ah, okay.
Whatever people ask.
So people can ask you everything about your grandfather, about Indians, and your living. So
if they ask me about Indians, I would have to direct them to see Gandhi.
Okay.
Because he's an Indian.
Yeah.
I'm a Lakota.
Ah,
you're
a Lakota.
Things about the Lakota people, but Indians, you have to talk to Gandhi.
Okay. So, as in Lakota, how do you say hello in Lakota?
Oh.
How? Oh, okay. It's true because we can see it in the TV.
Now my friend has a translation to that, but I don't want to go into it.
Okay.
It's 3 pages long.
Okay.
What how means, he said.
And how many people you are as Lakota in America today?
I mean, there's so many that are in mixed blood.
Okay.
They married into other races. I don't know, probably 200,000 maybe.
200,000. Okay.
But they're scattered all over the U.S.
Yeah.
And I think maybe 20,000 live in South Dakota.
Okay.
You think more? I don't know. That's all I mean, I'm talking about ones that I know. They look Indian, They look Lakota. I'd say maybe 80,000 maybe live in South Dakota.
Okay.
On a reservation.
It's still a reservation?
Yeah.
Okay. And
many reservations. There's 7 of them in South Dakota. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So not just one.
Yeah. And how the Americans treat the Lakota people? It's okay, or
no? See, what I tell people is Americans have been in our country for 529 years.
Yeah.
And have never learned what racism is about. They haven't moved forward.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Okay. Because
even now.
Yeah.
If my wife and I go into we go into a restaurant or a store, they look at us because I'm Native and she's not.
Okay.
And they don't. Sometimes we don't get served in a restaurant.
No, it's not true.
Yeah, because they don't like the combination that she's white and I'm Native.
Okay.
And they won't serve us anything. So it's still there, very much.
Very much.
I mean, the racism is still there.
Yeah.
It's just not a sign hanging on the door saying no Indians allowed thing. They can't do that, they say, anymore. That's against the law. But they do it to you personally.
Okay.
So I know places like that, and I don't go around them.
Bad situation. You are a Sonnentänzer,
right?
As your grandfather was.
Right.
What does it mean? Can you describe it, please?
Well, Sundance is a ceremony that you do as an individual for the preservation of your culture.
Yeah.
And all living things.
Okay.
And you do this for new life to come, to understand the culture that you're in. And you do this for that the elderly will live another year to be able to share the stories to the young.
Yeah.
This is a Sundance. You're out there. You don't do it for yourself or nobody. You're doing it for them.
Okay.
And the sick people, the ones who are ill, the ones who have a disease, you want them to get better, well.
Okay.
And this
so
is
it's something like energy work, or
well, it's I guess the closest parallel to the Sundance would be like I was down in with my wife back in '95. We were down in where she was born in southern Germany, and they were doing this traditional thing they call the flashing,
Mm-hmm.
where they have the, and she was explaining it to me, that what it was about.
Yeah.
Well, the Sundance is close to what that is. You have a tree.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning, this tree was an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take it, you cut it down, and when you put it in the ground, the Sundance arena, it becomes your friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's your savior. That's what you go to, that tree of life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it gives all, what you're doing is for the year. You try to push away all the evil and bad spirits, and you try to bring in the good
Mm-hmm.
when you're sundancing. And you're suffering your blood, sweat, and tears
Mm-hmm.
for these people. And it's a ceremony that takes the energy from you, but your energy goes to these people. But you're sharing it to the Creator, that you're doing this for these people. It's not a macho thing. It's a thing that you do so you understand, because the spirits are in the Sundance arena with you.
Yeah.
And you never show your Sundance scars.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the... See, if you ever see my grandfather, you never see him without a shirt. He always has a shirt on. Because his body is so scarred up.
Mm-hmm.
From the arms up. And you'll never see me without a shirt.
Okay.
I don't show my Sundance scars either, my front and back, because it's sacred to me. But when a time comes in the Lakota way, if you're talking to some elders, and usually when you're going to talk to elders, I have my pipe there. I fill my pipe and I set it in front of them. And I will tell them, this pipe is sacred to me. If you believe in this pipe the same way as I do, you'll know the words I speak to you are the truth.
Okay.
And I'm going to be straightforward with what I say. And I will speak to you in the Lakota language.
Mm-hmm.
So if you understand Lakota, it's good. You try to speak it to them in Lakota. The majority of them nowadays don't know how to speak it. So unfortunately, you have to speak in English to them.
Okay.
But if you don't have the pipe and you're speaking to a group of elders, I think that's when you can take off your shirt and show them your Sundance scars. And you turn your back and show them on your back. Say, this is the reason I'm talking to you. I am a Sundancer. I've been in the realm of the spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot lie. I will speak, and if they're Sundancers, they'll understand what you're saying.
Okay. But these are spirits, no gods. It's not a god in this ceremony.
It's what do you mean, a god? A god?
We have one god, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
And
the spirit is one god.
Okay.
Okay, example is, each medicine man or spiritual leader has a spiritual helper.
Okay.
But that spiritual helper is one. Everything constitutes as one, which is
Okay.
Tatanka. So you can speak to one medicine man's spirit, and you go to another medicine man and talk to his spirit, and it's the one. He'll tell you, he already spoke to me over here. Even though their identifications sound different.
Okay.
So it's just all in one.
And your grandfather converted, changed to was Christ? No?
No.
It's written on Wikipedia
No.
that he.
Don't believe anything you read in Wikipedia.
Okay. I don't.
Because
I do not. I ask.
It's not. That's written by the murderers.
Okay.
Of my great grandfather. So
Yeah.
if you want to see that's the reason why he was murdered, because he would not convert to Christianity.
Yeah.
He would not become a reservation, enrolled in some reservation.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't give in, so they had to kill him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because they called him a savage.
Mm-hmm.
He was an outsider. He was a hostile, is what they called him. Because the Americans looked at him as a hostile. But if you looked at it the other way around, the Americans are the hostiles. He was a tradition.
Hmm.
He tried to keep the values of his culture instilled within the people.
Hmm.
So everything, anytime you hear an American say anything, be like me, I'm a Heoka. A Heoka is a contrary.
Mm-hmm.
I look at everything opposite. I do everything backwards. If you know what I mean. My spirits, I have a spirit that comes from these thunder beings here.
Okay.
These clouds. And the contrary is a Heoka is a guy who looks at everything in an unconventional way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when somebody comes to me and tells me something, I just don't take your word. I'm going to investigate you inside out, outside in, and make sure that what you're saying holds water. So when you're going to sit down and talk to me, you better be honest with me, because I will understand you right away. And I will know when you're just blowing air through, trying to blow air over my head. I will know it, because I'm going to be honest and truthful with you. And we have to understand each other in these ways, you know, because the Americans always have this tactic of telling about our people. They have no idea what they're talking about. And they don't want to sit down and talk to me, especially in front of the camera, because I will hurt their feelings if they want to talk about my grandfather, my culture. I know what I'm talking about. I've been there, done that, you know. I'm not going to talk about it unless I've been there and done that. So this is why I say, when I have question and answer sessions, people ask me questions. I've been there, done that. I was an alcoholic, I was a drug addict, I was a killer of human beings in a war. I was a legal murderer one time. But I'm also a sun dancer. I also walk with a pipe. I also practice, I don't practice, I live my culture.
So, can you do it by yourself, or it's between, because you're a sun dancer, it's a Lakota thing that you can feel like this? Emotions?
Well, it's basically my own feelings I'm talking to you about. I cannot speak for the others, the other Lakota. I don't know if they're true and honest in what they say, or if they really believe in the ceremonies as I do. But like I was telling you again, when one says he's a sun dancer and he lives the traditional ways, 90% of them won't talk to me, because they think I'm going to uncover a skeleton in their closet, which I can do that. You know? And if I have skeletons in my closet, hey, they're out with me right now. They're sitting with me, you know.
Okay.
So,
and what? How many mir fehlt das Wort, Sie können gut Englisch.
Bitte?
Wie viele Veranstaltungen hat er in Europa?
Events.
Events.
in Europe?
Yeah.
I guess last month we were in Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
And then we went to Stockholm, Sweden. And then now we're here.
Okay.
And I was supposed to go to France in October, but I can't go because I have a premiere showing of Sitting Bull's Voice then. So that's a new documentary I'm doing. It's called Sitting Bull's Voice, and it comes out in October, so I can't go to France. I have to stay and work with the other producers and getting that into the media, or whatever, and into the showing. So.
And when you are in Germany, you have similar feelings about racism like in America, or it's a better situation here?
A lot better here, I think. When I first came here, I always felt like, you know, people staring at me, and I'm thinking, you know, are they like they? Because in the States, when they stare at you, you know, they have that racist attitude, you know. But I don't really have that. You know, I think back in the '60s when I was stationed in the Army, some of the German citizens really didn't like us. I don't think, you know, because they didn't speak English and I didn't speak German, but I could feel the vibes.
Okay.
because Americans are disrespectful. You know?
And I read in an interview that you like German food.
Yeah,
There's something special.
all of it.
All of it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's different to American food, or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it a lot better, you know, than I do American food. You know?
Okay. So thank you. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.